It's your boy, the knockoff Don, aka the Al Pacino of them Repalinos. Yeah, that's gonna fit. All right, I'm here with my co-producer, videographer, life partner, all that good other whatever. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey y'all, it's Rep Wife.
All right, let's get right to the shits, man. I get overwhelmed with a lot of information at times, you know what I'm saying? From different entities, different outlets, shit like that. And one of the most consistent things that I get asked on no matter what the platform is, how do I get into reps? Give niggas the quintessentials, the rep steps, the rep steps for dummies. The minimal, the basics, the essentials. First thing you need to do is you need to be a real nigga. You know, I'll fuck with you. All right, you need a Reddit account. You know what I mean? You can either download this via mobile. Obviously, you need to download it from mobile. Or you can just get on your desktop. That's number one. Number two, you need a PayPal account. You know what I'm saying? To make these purchases. You're dealing with overseas. You're dealing with things that are not in this country, let alone this region. So I would like for you to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're all about that over here. Protect yourself. Wear rubbers. Number three, make sure you use Google Chrome, whether if it's on your mobile or your laptop, desktop, whatever. Make sure you have Google Chrome so you can translate these websites. You know what I mean? Once you get that shit out the way, join Rep Budget Sneakers. You can look that up through Google, or you can just find it on Reddit when they ask you what your interests are. You'll join and add yourself to the group. You're acquainted, nigga. You know what I mean? Welcome to my crib. You know, you have your rep terminology, like where the cop, which is translation, nigga, give me the link for them shoes. You know what I'm saying? Come up off that link, nigga. You know what I mean? Then you got batches, which is basically the benchmark and determination for the level of quality of shoes that you're looking for. So when somebody says, yo, what batch is best for the Air Jordan 6 infrareds? What batch is best for the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment Highs? When you hear that type of terminology, they're referring to the best quality for matching price point. You also have terminology like sellers. Those are the people that provide the shoes. You also have terminology like agents. That's where you place your order to get the shoes to said warehouse. So whatever agent you join, you'll hear terms like CSS buy, we go buy, UFO buy, nigga go buy. That's not a real one. I'm just and then you're going to go over the trusted sellers, and then you're going to go over the agents. The agents on Rep Budget Sneakers are going to offer coupons for new signees. Hey man, we looking out for niggas. So you get to read the details and see what agent provides the best service by your preference, and then once you come to that certain conclusion, you're going to click on the link and it's going to lead you to where you sign up. You're going to set up an email account. You're going to go to your email, verify it, all that good shit. We know how to set up stuff, okay? We're adults. Once you do that, you're gonna go back to Reddit, go back to the sub, and then that's where you're gonna start. There's two ways you can go about it. You can either use QCs, you could just search for people's QCs, so you could just use the Sergio bar and look for whatever shoe that you're interested in. Once whatever shoe pops up, which is why we stress that you put the actual proper information in the title of the shoe, the name of the shoe, the colorway, so that way when newbies, because that's what y'all niggas is, when they come along, they can just look the shoe up instead of being bombarded by fake colorway names and shoes that don't have the correct posting. That's why we remove shit. Or you can just scroll through the sub and see what you like, and then you're gonna look for certain things in the title. First things you're gonna see in the title, you're gonna see QC posts, and they're gonna be the price of the shoe, roughly in yuan, because we don't do the converting over here. Then you're gonna see the name or the colorway of the shoe. I would prefer both of them, so that way everybody's in tune and know exactly what they're looking at. You're gonna see the seller. The name of the seller is the person who provided the shoe for said OP, other person. And then you're gonna see the warehouse it was selected to, i.e. the agent. Once you see all these components of the post, you click on the post and then you'll go through the pictures. You will determine the quality. The batch usually will be named in either the title or somewhere in the comments. Once you go through these steps, you will click the link. Majority of the time, the Weedian link, because Red Budget Sneakers doesn't allow Taboo and Yupo. We'll touch on that later. The Weedian link is the blue link you see in the right-hand corner. You click on that, that's going to take you to the link provided by the shoe. Another fair point that I like to have out there, please use Google Chrome and keep an extra Google tab open so that way you can go to Google and look up the European conversion measurements for shoes. Everybody's foot's different. I'm a wide foot nigga, so I'm a 13. You know what I'm saying? Big foots matter. You know what I mean? Big foot gang in this bitch. So I always keep an extra tab open for me, my wife, my children, my nieces, so that way I'm always aware of what their size converts to. You're gonna click on the colorway and the size that are available for whatever shoe you're looking for. Once you determine that whatever is available meets your request, you're gonna copy said link. You're gonna go to whatever agent you clicked. I don't give a fuck what agent you picked, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna copy that link into their search bar. Then you're gonna click search, they're gonna find this link for you, and then the same options that were on the original seller's page should show up through the agent. Now, regardless of what agent you choose, all the layouts and UIs are roughly gonna be similar. They're gonna offer you size, the color, and basically just the quantity, if you wanna put insurance on it, all those type of factors play into it. So once you click on that, you're gonna click your size. So if it's a shirt or piece of clothing, small, medium, large, shit like that. If it's a sneaker, you're gonna click whatever size they have available. Usually they start at like 35, 36, and they usually end at 45. Screaming at 47.5 over here, you know what I'm saying? Show love to us Bigfoot niggas. Once you make your selection, and you make your colorway selection, they even have remarks left just in case you wanna be more detailed about your purchase. You're gonna click submit, or you can add to your cart and continue to shopping. Hey, if you got big pockets, my nigga, do your thing. So once you get to that point, you're going to get to the point where it's actually time to go through the procedures, the after purchase. So these are options such as priority purchase. All these different agents have different terms for it. Speedy response, priority purchase, which basically means they're going to buy it within the next hour available to them. Now, not all of these agents are 24/7, so you got to keep that in mind. So whenever they are open and available, they will make that a priority purchase, i.e. party. You get what I'm saying? All right, so then you have the level of QC photos. Some agents you have to pay for QC photos. Some agents QC photos come attached with your purchase. Some of them you can pay for higher quality, i.e. HD. It just depends on what agent you use. After that, you'll come up with there'll be tags for each little increment of whatever you want to add after your said purchase. Once they come along with the total, you will make your purchase. You will submit the purchase through. Now, most of the agents will take you to a PayPal page to where your account is already logged in. Make sure that's updated. Make sure that it has all your proper information, your address, all that stuff. You don't want it to be a thing where you make the purchase and PayPal doesn't accept it. All those type of shit count. So once you get through and all your stuff is correct, you submit the payment. A lot of times agents will have you top up and then you have to go pay for the shoe or whatever product you were trying to get. Some agents just let you pay through and it's just fluid. Once you do that, you will get a notification in your warehouse that whatever product you just purchased is in processing or it's being ordered. You'll have certain updates. Some agents tell you the exact date it's supposed to be at the warehouse. Some agents are just very bland and very, they have no type of information for you. They'll just say ordered, processing, shipped. That's it. And then nigga, you just gotta figure out. All things considered, all agents do give you notification once your product does hit the warehouse, so you will be notified. It's not a guessing game along that matter, but it's really just depends on what agent you use to get more fleshed out information. Am I missing anything?
No.
Let me stress this to you real quick. And I'm only saying this because I'm a real genuine individual. None of them niggas is paying me, okay? So whatever fucking agent you use, I don't care. Super Sugar Goo, cut a check. We go buy, cut a check. CSS buy, cut a check. But anyway, they all have their pros and cons. It doesn't matter which one you use, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all overseas. They all use similar shipping lines. They all have waits and downtimes and iffy turnabout times when it comes to shipping, regardless of if you pay for the high-end shipping or the lower caliber shipping. It's overseas, so it's gonna take a minute, you know what I'm saying? I've had shit get here in 7 days. I've had shit get here in 126 days, okay? So you can be between the two. I hope you're not over here, you know what I'm saying? But you can be, that's my whole point. Just preference yourself. I don't want you thinking because if you spend the most money for a shipping line, you're gonna get it immediately. You're just paying for premium, how can I say it? premium experience with your shipping. You know what I'm saying? Not that doesn't mean it's gonna show up the next day. It's not a genie, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the Dragon Ball Z wish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now we get to the point where a lot of people kind of have struggling issues, and that's the shipping component. So the shipping component is basically whatever you determine, because mind you, everything is based off volumetric and size. So I wear size 13, you may wear a size 10, size 8, you may not want your shoe boxes, you may want your shoe boxes. So all that plays a factor. So what I always recommend is rehearsal shipping. It's an option that all the agents have available. So what you do is you request that, hey, I want to submit these 4 shoes. So you'll say, hey, I want these 4 shoes, and then you'll say, hey, I want this shipping line, whether it's FedEx, UPS, DHL, EMS, whatever. You'll pick your shipping line, and then your agent will make a mock-up of your package. They'll pack it up for you, because prior to that, they're just going off estimates of what they believe how much your shit costs based off how much they believe it weighs. They don't have a true estimate of how much it weighs. So if you want a more accurate precision of how much your shit costs as far as your parcel, I would always recommend rehearsal shipping. So once you do rehearsal, they're gonna mock up your parcel. They're gonna get the true weight of it. So, and then once you, even during that steps, you can say, hey, I want the shoe boxes, drop the shoe boxes. That may drop your weight, which also may give you, if you drop your weight of your parcel, that may give you more availability to other shipping lines. Because like I said, it's all based off your size and volumetric. So some shipping lines may not allow you to ship because you're over their certain limitation, and then you may have to remove boxes, or you may have to remove shoes, or split it up in general. Whatever works for your price point. I've seen people ship out hauls that are over 10 kilograms. I've seen people break up hauls into 3 to 5 kilograms and just ship it out like that. So that way they can be under the line for whatever shipping line they deem the best and most, successful turnaround. So when you're going through rehearsal shipping, they're going to mock up your parcel. They're going to weigh it out. They're going to get the true weight of it. And then once you get the proper calculations and the proper weight, then you'll contact the agent, and then they'll update it. So either most of the time they'll update it and it'll reduce the price. Then you can ship it out. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times people feel like, because every agent offers the option, if once they ship out your parcel and you didn't choose a rehearsal shipping option, they'll refund you the price difference. If they find anything, like if their estimates were too off, they'll refund you. But if you want to just avoid that in general ahead of time,
just do the rehearsal.
You can do rehearsal shipping. That way you have a better peace of mind of what you're actually paying and what it looks like. You can even get a photo of your parcel. So that's rehearsal shipping. Okay, so with that being said, obviously the next thing is shipping. Like, what are the best options for shipping? When it comes to agents, people are just basing it off of who has the most shipping lines, who has the most convenient prices. Keep in mind, these agents usually frequent the same shipping lines. It's just a matter of where the warehouses are located throughout China. So sometimes, keep in mind, there's an epidemic. We're still in a pandemic. So when certain places and locations of China are locked down and quarantining, that affects the shipping line of whatever warehouse you selected or whatever agent you selected. So that always plays a factor. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And also, I like to stress, I'm not getting paid from none of these niggas, so I'm not about to advocate none of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cut a check, nigga. But you're dealing with overseas. Anything overseas, you have to keep a presence of mind that it may be longer than what they give you. All these shipping lines are going to give you an estimate of how long your product or your parcel is going to take to get to you. Does that mean it's going to be 100%? No. But you should always keep in mind that it's overseas. It's overseas. So there may be a duration. The turnaround window may be appropriate to your matter. It may not. So that's always what I try to keep when I'm dealing with that. So anything else you want on shipping? Because like I said, it's all preference. Like, depending on what agent, you can compare. They all have calculators. They all have cost calculators. You can cost calculate how much you believe your parcel should cost. You can compare the prices from what agent, and you can deem what you see as, yo, this agent's charging me this for the same line. I'd rather use this agent next time. Or you can use the cost calculator before you even sign up with an agent. They all provide these luxuries so that way when you make your proper determination on where you want to ship your stuff out with, you have all the information vital for you.
Sounds good to me.
All right, cut it. I would tell you my personal preference, keep it light. Keep 4 or 5 things in the warehouse. That way you can move around from different agents for whatever reason. Whether if there's certain lines that are affected through outbreaks of COVID, or certain lines are just moving quicker through different sides of warehouses. You want to have that availability. I would prefer that you, once you build up a haul, ship it out. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to the shipping page, it's gonna basically ask you. It's gonna have all your information for all the products that you consume for your haul. So it's gonna have how much it costs for your, like, all the things you have, and then it's gonna ask you if you want to have insurance. If they're gonna have a lot of after shipping options, but the main thing we want to focus on right now is like the shipping lines. So like I said before, all shipping lines are different. All the shit is overseas. Keep that in mind. Don't have these expectations. If I was to say if any issue or downfall with reps, it is shipping. You know what I'm saying? It can be a hassle. It can be expensive. It can be time consuming. It can be stressful at times. I'm bald because of this.
He's kidding.
Had beautiful hair before reps. You know what I'm saying? Before I got into reps, had waves.
He's lying.
Dreads. Caesars. All that good shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, like real shit. Like, that's one thing I want to stress to newcomers. Like, yo, keep in mind that this shit is overseas.
Keep an open mind.
An open mind that this shit is overseas. So what may be going on over there, you may not be fully conscious of awareness of the severity of it. So just keep that in mind. If you have to get on the news, if you have to get on the Google, just to keep yourself aware and up to date of whether if there's certain holidays going on, if there's certain economic shifts, or just whether pandemic related issues happen over there. You may have to do some due diligence. Once you pay and submit, how much ever it costs for your parcel to be sent off, then my nigga, it really just boils down to just being a real nigga and just waiting. Just real shit, like just waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I have over 10 hauls. I want to say roughly 3 a piece minimum between 3 different agents. We go by Sugar Goo and CSS by currently. I've never been seized. Because the feds already know who they fucking with. You know what I'm saying? The feds already know who the real nigga is. You know what I'm saying? I let you boy. But real shit, like, it really just boils down to being patient, understanding, and yeah, man, that's the best advice I can give you, broke boys, on how to get into reps. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck with you. I'm in the same boat y'all in. I wait just like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I take risks just like y'all do. You know what I mean? And same thing that happened to y'all can happen to me, and vice versa. I mean, not really, because I'm that nigga. But anyway, you know what I mean? I'm just grateful to be in this position, to have experience in reps. That way I can share with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I will have a more detailed video covering the ins and outs of Reddit, rep budget sneakers, reps in general, you know what I'm saying? UPO links, you know what I'm saying? Taboo links, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rep Budget Fashions. Your boy Ahmad over there too, you know what I'm saying? I'm just modding everything. You know what I'm saying? We modding deep. That's mod deep. Oh shit, I did it. Oh shit, we mod deep. But nah, you know what I'm saying? So we're about to divulge into fashion and shit. So I would definitely be making a more detailed video for that side, because unfortunately for Red Budget Sneakers, we're not allowed to have taboo links or like UPO links posted in the sub. So that's more so of like, I don't know, I could be wrong, but Red Budget Fashion, that's where most of the shit is. You know what I'm saying? Taboo and fucking UPO. So you got anything you want to say?
No.
Anything, you got nothing, beloved? Nothing.
Beloved.
Alright, man. I mean, like I said, this is just a rep step for dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just me, a condescending way of badgering you for not knowing how to get reps. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get the little information that I offered you and you do something with it.
Thank you all for the love, the likes, the comments.
I wasn't done being condescending, but go ahead.
Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. That's right there.
Her finger. She don't even know where she be pointing at. She just be, it's my job to line the shit up to actually work. Alright, so YouTube, I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's your boy the Nug of Down, you know what I mean? AKA the prodigy of the mod deep. We mod deep.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay, what are you gonna cut the video off? You're a hater.